And I hope you all got outside and enjoyed all that beautiful weather on Sunday. It was so nice out. You didn't even have to wear a jacket.
Not gonna lie, I was sleeping.
I was so excited to see the sun. Let's check in with KIMT Storm Team 3 meteorologist Sean McAday, who says don't get used to it.
Yeah, because the whole week after this is looking much colder after we have our impactful weather come our way. Yeah, yesterday, super nice. It was in the 50s in some spots. Today, oh no, a taste of what season it really is. Freezing drizzle today is going to be the main concern. We already have winter weather advisory starting in less than 6 hours. Accumulating snow, that really starts tonight, and mostly the bulk of that is tomorrow, folks. And with that, there's also going to be a risk for, especially North Iowa, some heavy ice. I'm talking around like a quarter of an inch maybe in some spots. That is very problematic. So we got a lot going on. Winter weather advisory out now, noon today. It's already been issued, but it goes into effect at noon today and lasts through tomorrow evening because of the snow, sleet, rain, freezing rain mix that we're tracking moving in. It's already temperatures still at freezing in Charles City, 26 in Rochester. These are above average February morning temperatures, folks. And with this, it means that the air is very saturated. It's got a lot of energy. It's very wet. It's going to make it pretty easy, even with a little bit of cold air moving on in towards later on today. That crashes into all this really heavy, energetic, wet air, and it's going to quickly turn into some freezing drizzle later on today across the area. Right now, winds out of the east-northeast, 10 to 20 miles per hour. Those are going to pick up to 25 miles per hour at times later on this afternoon when temperatures are reaching a max of 30 degrees. 30 degrees. Actually, still a little bit of an above-average day by, February standards, but it doesn't last forever. This evening, temperatures are dropping on off quickly as cold air rushes on in. It's going to squeeze out first that freezing drizzle, then it turns into some snowflakes, flurries, maybe mixed with some sleet in some spots. Then it continues to pile on with heavier snow tomorrow morning and during the day. And nothing pretty. Today, everything's pretty light. So when you do see precipitation, do know it's not going to be a whole lot. But if it is sleet or freezing rain, that is still quite problematic, even in small amounts. Tomorrow, it's much heavier. That it's going to come down faster. So when we're talking about the winter impacts, today and tomorrow, slick roads, a high concern. Strong winds, yeah, they're there, and they could make for some blowing snow, whiteout conditions maybe in some small spots. Snowfall intensity, snowfall accumulation, also something we're tracking. But just talking about snow, we'll talk about our new forecast in a second. I do want to talk about the risk for ice, because in North Iowa, if temperatures are like a degree, only 1 degree warmer than the forecast, all the snow you get turns to ice. This is how much ice you could be looking at, maybe a quarter of an inch at the worst case scenario in some spots. That is very not good. That is not good at all. That ices up those roads real fast and is going to make for very hazardous conditions. Again, that's a big if. If temperatures are more with the forecast or a degree cooler, then you're turning all that into snow. Here's our latest snowfall forecast. I've upped them just a little bit from where we had them yesterday over the weekend forecast. It's really looking like if you're north of I-90 for the most part, you're looking at more than 4 inches. Some of us seen 6 inches. And there is a risk if you're closer to the Twin Cities, you're seeing more than 6 inches. If you're in North Iowa or south of I-90, you're seeing more like 2 to 4 inches. But there is a caveat in this, which I know this is so annoying. But here's the thing. Tomorrow, as the storm is, the center of which is raging to our southeast, winds are out of the northeast, they're going to start to line up all that snow. They're going to push the snow into narrow bands, and that could make for snow adding up to 6+ inches, anywhere from Mason City to Rochester. And I've been saying this all morning, but you yourself, maybe you got an inch or 2 inches, somewhere in North Iowa. You go down the road half a mile, and they're looking at 6 or 7 inches. That's just kind of how this is going to play on out. Most of us are not going to see those 6+ amounts. I bet you some of us do. So that's something to be aware of, along with the fact that we're getting ice. Impacts are looking pretty likely. A
good couple of days to stay weather aware and download that KIMT Storm Team 3 weather app.
Good idea.
All right, thank you, Sean.